Hello everyone, welcome back to Blueprints. So we have been making quite a bit of progress in this game. In the last part, we covered some new areas, some new mysteries, and I have regrets about how some of things turned out, but that's okay. We'll do better in the future. Let's go ahead and start a new run, a new day. We're on day 6. We just finished day 16, so the day is day 17, right? Or am I wrong? Day 16? It'll tell us in just a moment. Day 16. And of course, I've got a ton of notes here we're continuing to go through. I've been thinking maybe I should start cleaning out my notes to get to at least throw like all the things we've solved already into like an old section, a solved section. I don't know. I'll just keep scrolling through it probably. So our underground door for today is going to be... not a fan of any of these. Trading post was actually quite interesting when we got it. Red rooms are terrible. I'm gonna take the trading post again. But there's no reason to go in there right now. When we have items, we'll go back. When we have the ability to blow up the dynamite, we'll go back. I wonder if the dynamite's already blown up. I don't know. We'll find out when we go back. It might be. I hadn't thought about that. Let's go to the right. So we could go for the closet right away, get something. I think I'll go for the nook. It's good to have keys. This early, it almost doesn't matter, but you know. You never know. You know, it never knows. Alright, do we want to go for greens today? I like having greens. I think that greens are very helpful. Generally, they help you progress. They tend to be open. They tend to have, you know, items and stuff. Spending a gem on it is painful, but I'm going to. Let's do it. Okay, so we have a metal detector. It's a good item to get early. We have lots of dig spots that we can't get into yet. Hopefully. Hopefully we'll find a shovel. Here's our code check. So we have a power hammer, and I think if we get the power hammer out and are able to get to the foundation, we can open up a way. I'm not sure, but I think we can. I'm going to take the code check. But I'll leave the item in there until I know we're going to actually get to the foundation. Okay, so we're having trouble going north. This would not help because, well, there's one more room that we could draft. Let's just take the hallway. Or do I want to just take the bedroom? I better take the hallway. We're running out of... It would be embarrassing if this was a dead end and we couldn't go any further from there. But yeah, our rooms are not turned the way we want them to be. We need to be going north. Maid's chamber would let me go north. But then we're less likely to find items, which sucks. Chapel is there also. But then again, we have only one more space to go north. I think I better take the maid's chamber. Before we go in though, let's go ahead and finish up on this side. Alright. So nothing that helpful here. Dead ends all around. Take the pantry. Get the money. No food? There's usually food here. I guess that's because of the maid's chamber. Oh, that's frustrating. So we're already seeing the effect of that. Spare green room. We give you another green room. Dead end there. That would just end. Yeah, we have to take spare green room. Otherwise, we're just done for the day. This is our only path. There's an item. Oh yeah, there's a shovel. Nice. So we could go back to the courtyard and get stuff. Or we could hope for a workshop and we can combine our shovel with our metal detector. And be more likely to get stuff, I think. Let's keep going for now. There we go. We get the workshop, like I was saying. We even get a battery. Nice. So shovel and detector are the detector shovel, but shovel and battery... Okay, the battery doesn't help. Lots of things the battery makes it a little better. But apparently... Shovel, battery, and... what is it? The handle would be better, probably, than the metal detector. I think? Let's see what the next room is. Okay, we have to take chapel, otherwise we're done for the day. Which is a shame. I'd love to get that. Just we're very hemmed in. Look at this. We have so many dead ends. Alright, I'm going to go back. I'm going to combine these into a detector shovel. Actually, let's not go back yet. We know we're going to go back to the we know we're going to go back to the code check at some point. But let's find out. Let's make sure that we're able to get to the foundation first. So we're going to have to go through this room a few times. It's only a coin. We've got many coins. Ooh. Yeah, and that paid for itself. Still haven't found a use for all the chest pieces. We've been recording them as we find them, but not yet known. Okay. Let's go ahead and get a star. We'll do the observatory. It's going to send us back south, but that's okay. So we're up to 7 stars. Let's see what we get. Apples are extra delicious today. We're probably not going to find many, though, unfortunately. It's gotta be the conference room. Or we're stuck. So, let's look at this again. There was this note. Safe code 9083. Which is a lie, because it's on a red page. Red pages always contain lies. But maybe it's related to this. Like, do we have a date that's September something 83? That I know of? 86? I don't. I don't know. We'll think about it again. What's this? Yeah, spreading. The pool. Oh, I would want the pool, but I don't have the gems for it. So this side of the foundation's cut. I'll take the parlor so we can continue on. We're lacking keys though, so that is a concern. Let's see what this one would be. Breaker box? Or, no, bedroom would be a dead end. Breaker box. Is there anything I want to change in there? Of course I do want to change at least one thing. Keycard entry system to off. No, to on. But I want dark room off, on, gymnasium off, garage on. Keycard entry system is on until we get either the security system or a keycard. Probably just a waste of steps going in there. Alright, I love these puzzles. These are fun. So one of these chests says the truth. One of these chests says a lie. At least one. There has to be one of each. The gems are located in exactly one chest. The other two are empty. Let's see what our clues are today. The gems are in the white box. Statements with the word white are always true. The statement on the white box is true. Okay, so first of all, this one is false because there has to be a false box. And if this were true, then all three boxes would be true. You're saying the statement on the white box is true, so that is also false. So both of these are false because this is definitely false. And this is telling me something that's not true. Which means this is true. The gems are in the white box. Okay. Well, we have to take kitchen so we can continue in that direction. Although our only options right now are this and the chapel, which is not impossible. We can still get in the chapel and go all around, but better to make provisions. Like, we haven't even been in the first file. Maybe we're selling apples today. Bananas. And tomato soup. So extra steps for our red rooms. Well, we're good on steps for now. Here's the pool. I think we take it, because otherwise we're dead-ended. Security, or the lab. Security would let us keep going though, but I want the lab for the experiment. It's kind of late in the run for the lab. Security though, I think we take so we can keep going north. Now we have a key card entry, which will block us. You see, red memos are lies, blue memos are true. We did see a green memo at one point. So, first thing to do... We missed anything? We missed a coin somewhere. We're gonna go ahead and set the security level to high. That's gonna make there be more security doors. And we're gonna change their offline mode to unlocked. So that when we find them, they'll be offline. Assuming we go and turn them off again in the breaker room. I don't think there's anything else we could do. So this is not offline right now. It's locked. So we'll have to go back. So I'm just thinking of our steps. We have tons of steps. I'm not worried. Let's go back to the chapel and let's see what this is. Oh. There's the coin I missed. I know, well, I know that there was a ton of coins down there the first time I trained this. I don't know if there would still be, like today. Keycard system off. So now we can go back and go through there. Should I do that or should I go back? I'm gonna go forward. Here's the garage, but that would be a dead end. Dead end would let me go north again. I often find trunks in the den. Maybe it's not that I often find them and I often see them. Other times I don't recognize them. Locked. A locksmith. Again, I want to take the lab, but, you know, I'll take the locksmith this time. So, I haven't had luck with the lockpicking kit. I think maybe just buying 3 keys would be best. Maybe even buying 1 extra key. I want to save the money though so I can buy some food. We'll think about it before we go through the chapel again. The garage would have keys, but I can't get it. I don't have the thing. Let's take the boudoir. Apples! Nice. And we can open this. We already have this one, but we can open it again and get a free gem. The clue for this one was that it took place on Christmas. Or it was received as part of a Christmas thing. It's right here. Really obvious in hindsight, but I suppose it would be. I have house security set to high. There should be more what am I saying? There should be more rooms that require key cards. Not keys. Alright, we have the math game. So this is add, subtract, multiply, divide. This is 3. So 10 minus 4 is 6, divided by 3 is 2. I did it wrong. Let me try that again. 3. 10 times 4. Not minus. This is the minus. Wait, is it? No, this is the minus. Isn't it? It's not divide. Divide is there, though. So 10 minus 4 is 6. Times 3? Or is this times? I don't know. 10, what did I do last time? I did 10 minus 4 is 6 times 3 is 18. Okay, that's right. Moment of doubt. 11 minus 1 is 10, times 2 is 20, divided by 4 is 5. 10 minus 4 is 6, minus 2 is 4, times 2 minus 2, divided by 2, 4. Only one. But it was special. Fair enough. It's a way to avoid the problem is if we use the special key, we won't be able to progress from there because all the doors in there are locked. Oh, I don't like any of this. I think dark room might be the best way. I hate dark room, but if we go drawing room, then, well, maybe we can go drawing room. I don't know. This feels like a bad run. We have a safe here I haven't figured out in the drawing room. I'm sure it has something to do with all these steps. Maybe. Passageway would be nice, but I can't take it. Let's redraw. Okay, so we're not going to get to the right half. We're not going to get to the foundation, except for through security, perhaps. That's unfortunate. Take the corridor. We have an office. I can't take it. Take the storeroom, I suppose. Yeah, we've had this really bad drafting options this entire time. The terrace. That would lock us out of the West Wing. Like, we'd be done on this side. But I'd hate to get up here and have trouble. Let's go ahead and take the terrace. And there's a barbecue, right? Is this where the barbecue is? No, it's somewhere else. But there's a the aquarium told us to look next to the barbecue thing. I wonder if that tree has anything. It's larger than normal tree. I think are we beyond a gate? I think there's usually a gate. When we've gone out on this side of the world before. This is where you go to when you have the car, when you have the garage. You can go out of the garage and come out here. But I thought that there was a road that then leads to a gate. Is this on the other side of the gate? Because there doesn't seem to be a road here. Interesting. Well, we can't we can't get on the left side anymore. We're done on this side. So we'll never find out about that. So back to the locksmith. So I have 9. I'll be down to 8 when I go through there. My steps are at 42. We're still pretty good on steps. I can't afford the lockpick kit. Or with 3 keys. I could get 1 key, and that's it. I think I'm going to get the 1 key. Alright, now where am I going? Down here or across? Uh, I want to go back to the code check, but I don't know if it's a good idea. I might be able to justify it by getting these dig spots. Let's go into security. If everything turns out well, then we're worse off than we would have been. But it's you know, it's mitigating failure. We're not as bad as if things go poorly. All right. So the bedroom would get me to the foundation. Now I want to go back. Now I am going to go back and curse myself for not, you know, trusting. We're not going through the chapel, are we? Yes, we are. Can I buy anything for 3? No. So either way, it doesn't matter. We're losing the coin either way. But we can avoid losing the coin on the way back if we don't find any more coins. And this is all done, right? Yeah. I do worry that I'm failing to succeed purely because of loss aversion. I don't want to fail. And so I don't take the risky choice. That's a lot of keys. Not that way. Go check. Please give me my power hammer. Do I want to check maybe my shovel? I kind of don't want to. I'm going to keep it. If we have time at the end, we'll check it. Do I want to go... You know, I'm so... to the trading post is what I'm wondering. No. Right? Yeah. And there's nothing here. Is this locked? No. The pump room? It's very tempting. Although I kind of like the pump where it is right now. Right now we have the reservoir drained, and that's kind of the thing we're trying to solve next. Let's get the lab. And I know I need to go down. I'm gonna just go into the lab real quick. What is today's experiment? For each bedroom you draft, whenever you draft an archived plan, whenever you draft a shop room. These are all useless. No long term. For each bedroom, spread dirt. We've had a few good ones, but that was not one. Should I draft this just to find out? You know, that's going to give me food, isn't it? Because we've already been to the 9th rank. Fish meal. I don't have the aquarium. Too bad. Well, I guess I can see if by chance it happens to be this room. The foyer. I can't get it, but I don't think I've drafted that before. Go ahead and take the bedroom. And we got the experiment successful. That's nice. There's our plus 10 steps. An extra gem. Okay. And that's all our drafting, by the way. We're done. We can't go anywhere else. Yeah. Yeah, we're closed off. Okay. But we can still go down. Reminder, we got this elevator by finding the lever on the back of the room, the foundation room. When we drafted a door to the back of it. By chance, pretty much. Oh, the door stays locked? We already opened this door. Okay, good, good. I was terrified that we'd have to bring the key again. That would have been terrifying. Is this puzzle still done? It isn't, but we already hit that, so you probably don't need to do that again. Where am I going? No, it is. It is moved. That's why everything's in the way. I can get through there. Okay, good. I was worried that we wouldn't be able to get out. Soft locking ourselves. So this is my thought. The power hammer. Can it get through this? It can. Nice. Okay, I wished I'd done that last time. But we did it this time. We'll go through there in a moment. Let me just look around. Was that? I thought I saw something. My cursor change. Maybe I'm wrong. What about all the rest of these? Can these be messed with? No. Okay, and let me... Okay, let's go through here first and just see what's through here. I wonder if I could have gone outside and destroyed that from the other side. Because I know where we are. We're right in the front of the house now. What's this? Scripps and Redford Mining Co. Patent for high pressure condenser. So this is a remote power box to the boiler. Well, let's at least write some of it down. So, Scripps and Redford Mining. Patent. Filed 12/10/1915. Extra date. Let's write this down in our date section too. So 12, 10, 1915. Mining patent or condenser. Where was I writing? Where was I writing? It was not this eye. Was it? No. Oh, here it is. I'm an idiot. I can't see things. Patent number 68642. Foreman's log. Another date. 05/15/1917. A full year before they began, before they finished work in log 608. Foreman's log 289. Excavation process is going smoothly, and crew spirits are higher than they have been in weeks. I believe this increase in morale is in no small part due to the installation of the boiler, which has honestly been a godsend. We now have steam power, and no longer have to rely on raw muscle to scrape and heave at the clay like dogs. The new steam power hoists and winches are fully operational. We've been able to unearth 5 times as much sediment per shift as we've been previously excavating. Assay 502? Do I care about that? Maybe. All right, so now we have this is a shortcut. It's a shortcut to get down to this room. And the point of getting to this room is it takes us to the reservoir. Oh, it's already open. We hit this button. Oh, is it going to close because I hit the button again? No, it's already open. It doesn't close again. Once open, it's open. Here's the reservoir. We also have this area here. This leads to... God, what was it? What was it? It was a vault called the Sanctum. And I don't remember why we couldn't progress there. Did it need a key? It's in the right... It's set up the right way right now, isn't it? Yeah, there's like a gate. Not this one. Or a lever? There's the north lever. Yeah, there's the north lever. Right, and the antechamber has another door beyond it. That's what we need the key for. And all of these don't do anything. They're lies. 8 doors, though? Maybe I need to care about that? I don't know. Either way, nothing we can do now. We can't even get to the antechamber on this run. But now we can get to this lever at the beginning of every run, if we need to. I mean, it's accessible from the front door. Just costs a few steps. This way. We still have this issue, though. We have more keys this time. Hopefully we can learn more about what's going on. Alright. Oh, they stayed open. That's nice. The ones I unlocked last time stayed open. So let's read them. The red thing says the Sanctum key is in a blue box. I believe the red means it indicates a lie. So I don't think it is in a blue box. A prize is in a box marked by this symbol, which I'm calling wind, which could be any other symbol. There's sun, moon, and that symbol. So I think we just pick the next box. And I think we avoid picking blue boxes. The box containing allowance tokens is marked by a moon. Where did we do this work? Here we go. So we got a new box. This is in a black moon box. Red note. Yeah, the box containing allowance is marked by moon. You know, it's possible the blue boxes do contain good things. They just don't contain the Sanctum key. Let's try a white sun. We get some allowance tokens. 6 extra money each day. Nice. And we get a somewhat facetious message. White note. This box contains tokens. And it did. True. Or is that a blue note? I think that's a blue note, not a red note. Blue notes are always true. Red notes are always false. Green notes can be true sometimes and false sometimes. Let's try the white wind. Green note. The Sanctum key is in a white box. I think green notes tend to be true, right? There was one specific time where they said they were not true. Like when it was Hartley's room. Green memos in Hartley's room are false. But it doesn't say the rest of the ones are true, I guess. Still, I think the Sanctum key maybe is in a white box. Because I know it's not in a blue box. We haven't done a red box at all, have we? Red sun. Blue note. Okay. Blue note, green memos in white boxes are lies. Okay, now this is a blue note, which I have been taught are true, unless they're handwritten. Or no, it's, which is it? It's, blue memos are true, red memos are lies, unless they're written by hand. Now, it's saying green memos and white boxes are lies. Now, we already have we've done this. It's saying Sanctum keys in a white box. Now, do I believe that? If so, then this would mean it's false. But I haven't proved that yet. I mean, I don't know that, maybe the truth values of this are different. Maybe the whole blue being true isn't true down here. We also have this one, a green memo in a white box. So that would mean that there's not a prize in a box marked by wind. The only thing we've gotten for sure are the allowance tokens. Which was a white and a blue, and it was true. I don't know. If we could find a prize in a box marked by wind, we would know whether we could believe it. I mean, there could very easily be all notes in red boxes are false. We don't know yet. We just need to... We're building chains of logic. Let's go ahead and get a black wind. Black wind box. Blue note. The pink boxes do not contain any prizes. There are no pink boxes. Or am I mistaken about what is it not red? Are they saying red and white? We've already gotten prizes from a white box. Are these pink? Are there two different colors? Like, am I wrong about there being red and pink? I guess they're all pink. Okay. Blue note. Pink boxes do not contain prizes. I only have one key left. So far, I like the idea of white boxes. White boxes seem good. Let's take a white box. White sun. Okay. Only one blue box in the water contains a memo with a true statement. I didn't pay attention to whether they were in the water or not. And what blue boxes? What blue boxes? Okay, those blue boxes. I'm an idiot. White box. I'm sorry, what was this? This is a white sun? Yeah, white sun. White sun box. Blue note. Only one blue box in the water has a memo with a true statement. We haven't opened any of them. There's 3 of them. Well, I'm out. I can't do anything. Trunk is locked. And there's still many to go. But hey, let's see. How many were there total in the beginning? There were 2, 4, 8, 11, 13, 16, 19, 20. There's 23 boxes. We did our 6 of them. I feel that's virtuous. I just noticed that there is a passage there. I can't go that way, but I could maybe come back that way. I feel like in the future we're gonna need the reservoir to be filled up normally so that we can go on that boat and cross here. Although, where would that even lead me? That would lead me to the tomb, the fountain entrance. Okay, let's go back. So, bad house run. We didn't do very well that, but we did okay in terms of the lore. And we have plenty of steps. I think we can go and put something back. I'm not sure we'll ever need our shovel again. I want to take another look at that patent. Not our shovel, our hammer. Like, I just want to look to make sure I understand this. That clearly there's an indicator here. So this is what we'd see, this remote power box. I don't know. We'll be on the lookout. It's possible that's the thing with the green light that we clicked to open that door. That looks kind of like that. Still haven't found the 4th one of these lights. Okay, we have some extra steps, so before we do anything, I just want to look around a bit more. And didn't we... I thought we drafted some dirt in the driveway. Maybe it's down that way. Let's check over here first. Okay, so I am a fool. I could have come right in here and gotten this. No, there wasn't anything to get. The coins don't come back. But we don't have to blow this up again. Good to know. We've already looked at all that. Okay, what kind of trades can we do? We get the salt shaker, the prism key, which I've had once but never used. Silver key becomes the vault key. Power hammer becomes the hall pass. Okay, I'm gonna check one thing, and right now I'm checking the detector shovel. So I think I can just get rid of the power hammer, or at least see what it turns into, and trade down from there and all that. Like, if we could trade down to keys, that'd be good. So hall pass turns to prism key. Those two trade back and forth. Salt shaker doesn't help me at all. Okay. Yeah, spread dirt on the driveway. And this is all blocked off, right? Until we draft the garage, you can't go north of this. There's no bridge. Right here. Drafting the garageway moves that for some reason. The garage. Like I said, we have plenty of steps. I just want to do some looking around. Oh, let me just double check. What does the hall pass do again? You will not lose between traveling between adjacent hallways. That's such a weak effect. Hallway leading the hallway. Unlocks box 149. We've seen, well, I haven't been in the vault, but I've seen the, well, wait a minute. I've seen inside the vault with the security camera, and the vault's open. So I was thinking this would lead to the vault. I've always been curious about that. Whether this opens the room that's the vault, or whether it opens something in the vault room. Looks like it opens something in the vault room. Good to know. Alright, we still haven't figured this one out. No idea. Doesn't open with our hammer. No, not interactable. Did I walk past some dirt? Probably not. Been a while since I've been here, just looking to see if anything changed. No. Apples? Apples are extra good today. The sundial. Does it matter? I mean, it's just not a way of telling time, I would assume. Maybe there's something clickable that I can tell. Okay. So this date I wanted to grab. And any others. So 1992 is the most recent date. So 04/10/1992. Gardener's logbook. Logbook starts. This is something I haven't really been doing much with. I'm assuming that this is about how likely you are to get dirt spots at different points in the map. I should probably write it down. So let's just do this again. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Probably should have written it down last time. That was lazy. So there's poor, good, and rich. How do I want to represent that? Barren, poor, good, rich. And we only have the two sides. So this is poor and rich. Good. 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 Rich. Good. Poor. Did I script space in there? No, these are just serifed fonts. so they don't stand out. They don't. Am I even using the right word? Right? It's not that it's serif. It's that they're not. It's that each character doesn't take up the same amount of space. I forget the word for that. Serif is like when it has little curly cues on it. Where am I leaving off? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Poor. Good. Poor. Rich. Rich. Good. Barren. Good. And then poor. So when we're drafting a room, we should be thinking about how green it is. All right. Sorry, I keep doing that. And let's check out the mine also. Yeah, it's very small. No dates. Okay. So I've been looking for the pump room to try to lower the fountain again. But I don't know if we need to bother anymore. Because it seems like we have shortcuts that would lead us down to there. Although the fountain's on the other side, right? The fountain is on the other side where the boat is. Right? I think so. I don't remember exactly why we couldn't progress from there. I think that we needed a key, and I didn't have it. But was it a special key? Was it like the basement key? Because the basement key went somewhere else. Maybe we need another copy of the basement key? I don't see any dirt, by the way. What'd I miss? This is the driveway, isn't it? Am I simply blind? Maybe it's over on that side, in front of the garage. Maybe you have to draft the garage to get it. Oh well. So, into the coat check. I will check the detector shovel. Although it's very tempting to check something else. You know what? We get a shovel all the time. Like, a shovel's common. I've only gotten this item once. I'll check the key. Like, we'll miss out on some coins. Alright, in theory, I could get up and buy another key. Should I do that? I guess to maximize. I don't think we even get out, though. Let's see. No, we're too deep already. We're done for the day, I think. Let's go ahead and try the next day. Our allowance bumped up huge. Like, that was a huge increase. An extra 6 for free. A sizable manor of no other particular description, because this was such a poor run. No new rooms. We'll do better this time. Oh, I should have got my allowance first. My bad. There is a mechanic in the game called luck. And I have not seen it at all. But they've said that some rooms are denoted with a clover. I don't have any money today. I'm not a fan of any of these. I guess I'll take the root cellar. I would take this if I brought my money with me, but I didn't. That tells me I made a mistake. Lots of dig spots. Have I been in here? I don't think so. Oh, we have a family tree. Sinclair and Epson. So this is Mary. That's the person, Marigold, who disappeared. This has to be important. We're gonna write all this down. And no, I'm pretty sure I haven't been here. I would have noticed that. So we have a family tree for Mary Epson. How do I record this best? Mary Epson, daughter of Simon H. Sinclair, the man who just died recently, and Clara Epson. And I'm pretty sure we can find her death date also. No, Herbert Sinclair was his is who the man whose house this is. So she was his she was his sister-in-law? Like, I think that's how I read this. These were brothers. Maybe okay, wait a minute. Let's start at the top. So we have Baron Thomas Sinclair. So Baron Thomas Sinclair and his wife, Baroness it's hard to read. Aujreval? Is that the family? Is that the ruling family? Where do we write that down? The ruling family was House Desolate, and the princess is Caitlin Ja'ari. and she was named after somebody. Was it this person? Ari Dravel? Maybe. Anyway, Thomas and Baroness Ari Dravel. Wish I had my magnifying glass today, but I don't. And they had 2 children. Herbert Sinclair and Simon H. Sinclair. And then Simon Sinclair and Clara Epson. Okay, and then on the distaff side, we have Lord William Epson. And the Lady Ashland. Who had 2 children. Clara Epson and Lionel Epson. Was Lionel the one that yelled at me? No, Daniel is our dad. Daniel's not on this. I'm assuming that maybe Mary was that who Mary married? I don't think so. I don't think Mary is our mom. Is she? She might be. You know what? This is our great uncle. That's the whole point of this. Is he giving us clues about how our mom's disappearance? When it said she fled, it didn't describe her as having children. I've been reviewing this much more remotely. Interesting. But maybe Mary married Daniel. I don't remember Lionel, but I feel like his name's familiar. I feel like I've been told his name before. It's just I probably didn't connect it to anything. Well, that's interesting. Signets. So Sinclair. The Sinclair signet is Holly on 3 diagonal lines. Holly is 3 berries, 2 leaves. The Epson signet is swan in water over 2 spades. Now we've seen a signet somewhere else in the wine cellar. It had a holly with 3 berries over 3 stripes and the swan in water over 2 spades on a single thing. So that's a little different. Wait, no, I did. It's 3 berries over 3 stripes. That's what I said, right? Did I write that down? Right? Three berries, 2 leaves. So it's the same. It's the same signet. Yeah. They just combined them when they married. Okay. Already getting some lore. 18 points. 18 coins for my allowance. This has no dates on it. All right, let's double check. Yeah, this is Herbert Sinclair. And he addresses me. He doesn't, he just calls me Simon. Let's begin. Push the corridor. I feel like we've already done so much this run, and we just started. Bedroom or closet? I think the bedroom. That would make sure we get on the left side of the map a little better. No items. Oh, no items. Drawing room. Open things up a bit. We still have this chest here. We haven't figured this out yet. I have so many dates I could try, but I kind of don't want to just try random dates. I want there to be something that tells me. Like, I want to know why that's the right date. I don't know what the right date is. Just finding that safe was a little tricky. Like, if there's ever a journal entry where they like go walking or something, that would be a reasonable to put this date. Try it. Spare green room, or we could redraw. That's a rich room, right? Where did I put that? I also, there was another room where we had, another, what's it called? Another thing of music. I don't remember which one. One's secure. One is the workshop, and one is, I don't remember. We'll have to find it again. Oh, I have it right here. It's the greenhouse. The greenhouse has 5. Okay. So what am I doing? Yes, this is a rich room. I don't think it matters in terms of the spare green room, but you know, I'll take it. Like, we're not finding. Oh, we did, in fact, because this room's rich. Oh, that's cool. Hopefully we find something we can open up that with. Here's the patio. So this would be a poor room, but I kind of want the patio. And it would give me a free gem. It would pay itself back. Now, if I had a shovel, I could dig right here. Yeah. There's lots of dig spots. There's the gem that just got spread. And this is a green room also, so that's going to have a another one. It's tempting. It's dead end though. Security would let me continue. No item. I'm going to leave the keycard system the way it is because I don't know whether I'm going to get more keys from or the keycard. Or the breaker room. I probably should turn it to low. Well, no, I probably should turn it to high. Because I'd rather preserve keys so we can open up chests down in the reservoir. Hopefully we get the breaker room or the key card before we get stuck that way. Oh, let me just check to see what's available in the estate, if I missed anything. Oh, there should be a gem. There should be a gem outside. Maybe the room outside doesn't count. The root cellar? I'm surprised. I thought there would have been would have said one gem. So yeah, here's the vault. See, the vault door is open. And that's not the music room. I thought that was the music room, but it's not. It's like a ballroom or something. Okay, let's go over this way. Like, it's very tempting just to get the breaker box right away. I think I will. It does mean that we're somewhat limited. Like, we have trouble here. If we have to go north, we have to go through the foundation now. Wow, we already have a digging thing. I really, really wish I had a shovel. So first thing, turn this off. Gym off, dark room, flip, but doesn't help. Garage on. Cabinet. Haven't figured out what the deal is with this yet. Oh, we have choice of red rooms. Furnace is a death sentence. I mean, just we got the furnace, and the next 6 rooms we drew were all red. It was ridiculous. It was like every red room was suddenly the only thing available. Let's get the dark room, and then we'll waste some steps. Turning it right back on again. Handle. Broken lever. Any dates on this? No. We saw these early on, but I don't know if we ever actually did anything with them. Who is this woman? Is that someone we should know? Like, I'm trying to think back to when this actual picture. This is open in the picture in real life, and that's where the safe is. The safe is over on this side. It's like hidden outside of view. So this picture he took in the lavatory, and I've yet to figure out why. We figured this out. I don't remember what it said, but we know we do know we wrote it down somewhere. Was that the one that notes in Hartley's room are not good? Our lies. We got that. This was one of the first breakthroughs we had. We found out what that said, and that opened the gate. I think storeroom rather than getting archives. I mean, it would open up a lot, but I probably should have drafted here from drawing room so we could re-roll. But I think we'll take storeroom of those choices. Wow. 2 dig spots in here? Of all places? Like, I kept on expecting them in green rooms, sure, but we're finding them everywhere. Give me a code check. No, I didn't check a shovel. Give me a shovel. Let's go north first. Indoor nursery, or there's the code check. I was just calling for it. But it would, it would give me a vault key, which I don't have a use for at the moment. But might eventually? The workshop always gives me an item. I'm going to put the code check here, but we're not going to go in yet. We'll leave the item there. $10? There's the vault. Oh, I'm going to do it. It's set up perfectly for this. Okay, so first things first. Let's go get the vault key. I'm not going to check out broken lever, of all things. So this is our first time in here. Lots of money. Like, I wonder if I should leave some of it. Like, it's... I don't know. We have something that's going to tell us the date. That's convenient. That we're at a point where we've found that out by now. I am going to leave some of this behind. And just because I think probably it does persist. I bet that if I come back here, I'll find 4 piles there. If we find a real use for it, I'll grab it, but I don't think we will. All right, and what the number? It's 149. Yeah, and it's okay. Just real quick, anything else have an icon over it? You know, I bet even if there was other interactables here, I wouldn't be able to see them. Like, we've definitely had that before, where until you had the key, or the item that used it, it was just blank. It did not have any interaction spot. Oh, it's a red envelope. Nice. Allowance increase. So now every time we come here, we'll be able to get these coins. Oh, no, we won't. Well, it depends. Maybe this will stay open. Oh, no, it's not a red envelope. It's a passport. Is it Mary's passport? It is. No, it is. It's just, she has a different name. That's clearly Mary. Right? Okay, we're gonna write all this down. So in the vault room, vault, what number? 149. Vault 149. We have a passport for Fen Aries. Is it Mary? I think it's Mary. Top right, we have multiple blank spots with I, and D. That might just be saying ID, but Sorry, you have to hear the droning. Because I... So this is passport number FA 815544-Ben Arise. Oh, it says that here too. Diplomatic pass 455 FA 815544. And it is for Samantha Hayes. Arisian. Date of birth 1/12/54. Female. Date of issue. Dates of issue. No. Date of issue 1/10/84. Date of expiry 1/10/94. Probably doesn't matter. And I'm going to take a picture of this so I can compare that picture to her later. Okay. That's it. Just comparing that date though, 1/10/84. Well, Samantha, 1/10/84 was before Marigold was doing anything. This was when she was still just being an author. She disappeared in 86. Huh. Well, now we have that at least. We'll figure out the point of it later. Just looking, there's a habit of making making these things that you can hold, these holdable items clickable. We have a rook. Been a while since we found a new chess piece. So in the vault, we have a white rook. There's got to be something to do with that. I refuse to believe they're putting all these chess pieces out here without some sort of goal in mind. We did see a chessboard at one point. I don't remember which room it was, but it wasn't. We couldn't interact with it at all. It only had one piece on it. It had the one of the kings, or maybe one of the queens. I don't recall. I'm gonna leave this here. We have a lot of money. All right. The lab. Still have an issue here. This complete thaw. But we never got it. We in the freezer there was still a what's it called? There was a freezer trunk that never thawed. Today's experiment. The next 3 times you open a locked trunk, when you draft a hallway from another hallway, reach bedroom after the second. Set your steps high. Gain gold for each red, gain a key for each hallway. They're all kind of bad. I'll say set your steps to 40 every time you open a locked trunk, as a way to recover a bunch of steps if we need to, at the cost of a key, if we find a trunk. But it would not surprise me if we never use that. We are cut off. This is our only opening, so let's hope for not a dead end. Have to take the chapel. Only way that gives me north. It's a shame to if we ended up having to quit with this much money and with this many spots on the ground. But it wouldn't surprise me. Another dead end here and we're screwed. Okay, we got the pool and the workshop. I'm gonna take the pool for the extra entrances. I need more entrances. Oh. The key card. I wonder if I've missed that before. Like, that's where an item can appear, apparently. Now we have a key card. That's good. Parlor? I like the parlor. Means we won't be able to get to that room, but that's okay. But I like doing this puzzle. So, one true, one false. All three statements are false. Okay, so this is a false box. Two statements are false. That could be true or could be false. The gems are in a box with a false statement. So this is guaranteed to be false. Two statements are false if that's okay. So imagine this is true. If two statements are false, then that would mean that the gems are in a box with a false statement. And that would have to be false. So then the box are in the box, the gems would be in this one because this is the true one. But imagine that this is false. That would mean that there's only one true. Well, wait a minute. I confused myself. Let's start over again. So this box is definitely false. Let's suppose that this box is false. No, let's suppose this box is true. That would mean that this one's false. So then the gems are in the box with a true statement, so they're here. Let's suppose this box, this statement is. God, I'm confusing myself. Let's try it again. We're in a world where white is true. White is true. So now it's saying that there are true that are false, which means this is false. Which means that they're here. Now we're in a world where white is false. If white is false, then that means that there's only one box that's true. And it's this one. Which means that the gems are in a box with a false statement, which is true. So it could be in either one of those. That's not the answer I wanted to reach. Let's try that again. This is definitely false. Two statements are false. If that's true, then this is also false. And the gems are in a box with a false statement is wrong, so the gems are here. But if all three statements are false, that's false. If this is true, then this has to be false, which puts it here. Yes. So if this is wrong, then that there's only one that's false, then both of these are true. And the gems will be here. I don't have this one. This one, for some reason, this one's confusing me. I need to write it down. Let's try this again, because I'm not getting the answer. I feel like I talked it out, but I didn't get the right answer. So, blue is false. Definitely. So, if we guess that white is true, then that would mean that two statements are false, and this is the true one. So both of these are false. That's definitely false. This is also false. So the gems are in a box with a true statement, which would mean that they are in white. If white's true, then gems are in white. But if white is false, then that would mean that there is only one statement that's false, which is, wait a minute. That's the contradiction. White can't be false. If white's false, then that would mean, yeah, okay. I don't know why I got caught up in this. White has to be true. If white was false, then that would, wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. We know, okay, so you're saying that that all three are false. That's not true. You're saying that two are false. Now, if that were true, wait, I think it is true. If that were false, then these would be the true that are false. Wait a minute. No, okay, wait a minute. If this was false, then these two would be, then there's only one true box. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. God, I'm just, this one's hard for me to wrap my head around, but I think this can't be false because it's saying that two statements are false and we know that there's already one that is false. So if this were to be false, then that would be the two, which would force it to be true. So this white box cannot be false. It's a true box, which means that it's telling us that this one is false. So the gems are in a box with a true statement, which means they're here. God, I apologize for not getting that one. That one was just, that was messing with my brain. I apologize. May the 2nd, do I care? Maybe. Probably not. I don't think I care about that. I do apologize. That was a horrible performance. So no matter which one we pick, we're still able to go through the pool. It's about whether I want the keys or two random items. I kind of want two random items in the hopes that one of them is a shovel. It was not. It's the coin purse. Wow, if we had the coin purse before now. And wow, if we'd taken the shrine, we could have had We could have had 50 points put into a shrine. Maybe I shouldn't draft that room to the end of the day. But it does seem more helpful early on. Or more often helpful early on. It needs to be the workshop, otherwise we're done. Have to get through. Battery pack. I'm sure none of these combined. Well, broken lever, of course, but yeah. No. Courtyard? I think courtyard. So many dig spots. Please be a shovel. There's a metal detector. There's like 15, 20 dig spots. More than that. I don't even know how many. There's like 5 here, 2 there, 3, 4, 5. I'm counting wrong. 5, then 7, 8, 9. I don't even know. There's more than a dozen spots. We could go down and open up another box. I'd rather progress a bit more though. Okay, I take the hallway so I can go north, I think. Away left again, that's good. Something else? What's this? Yeah, it's just telling me to get a journal. Of course I have a journal. I have my notes right here. What am I missing? Oh, there's an extra key. God, how often have I wondered that? Why have I walked past that one, I wonder? Billiard room? I kind of like the gym here, actually. Just because it'll open up more. But billiard room would get me north, which is also a virtue. It's tempting, either way. I think I'm going to go gym. Yeah. We're wasting a bunch of steps. Oh no, we're not. We turned off the power. Fair enough. What do you? Oh, there's some random coins in the ground. The library. We checked out this book. It's been a while. That was a while ago we did it. Simon P. Jones. Detective Bon Margle. And Mary Jones. I think this is our mom. I had not connected that. So Mary checked this out, and then the detective checked it out a couple times when they were investigating. Caleb Manning. Do I care about that? Probably not. Let's read it. The name used to designate the realms of the eastern waters. It's no longer known to the average citizen. Of the elder generation, we must permit our leaders to abandon our past. Most historians mark the beginning of the First Era, often denoted as Era, by the ascension of the first king, whose name, Horus, would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Horus was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Horus had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Horus, and by the end of the first century, the something, a new kingdom was born. It was the fourth king who split this vast domain into 3 equal shares, 3 realms for 3 children. To the eldest he granted the fields and mountain of his great-grandfather, the middle province and heartspring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift of something. To the youngest he bestowed upon him the realm of Arch Ares, the land of northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse, which at the time was not as developed, but a good deal more vast. To his middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern region of Araja, a land steeped in tradition. I wish I had the magnifying glass. As the Southern Era drew to a close, the 3 sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of these distant regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands, and developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from each other. Despite those differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives, and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued by that tradition, and the Third Era was defined by something: commerce between the 3 realms, further strengthening their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of a prosperous and bright future. And here we have the 3 realms. Okay, wait a minute. I need to write those down. That is something important. So, I'll have to go back and look at it in a moment. But where do we have our flags? Okay. So the mountain is to the north. It's the northern land. I don't have a down arrow. Maybe this is something else? That's not the down arrow. Maybe the House Fen is that... Well, it's blotted out. Maybe this is supposed to be a down arrow? Blotted out. Centered. Middle land. And then we have the Hourglass land. Time Hourglass. Which is purple and is the southern land. Is that Araja? So this is the middle land. Arcares is this is Arcares. And yeah, the southern area is Araja. The southern land. It might just be called Ajera. Or Oris. Oris. The name used to designate the realms of the eastern waters. That's no longer called that, perhaps? And is no longer known to the average citizen? Is there a secret pass? We must permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon our past. Why is there a random E left out? Makes me wonder. Okay. Well, here's something else. As the Middle Kingdom, entered the Fourth Era, a different kind of ruler took the reins of power, King Desolates. Yeah, and then he was overthrown. The king, who often was seen drinking. That sounds like, sounds like it's a, attempt, but to make the censoring show something, that might not be true. A sight that shocked not only the gentry and the court, but the masses as well. I wonder what he was drinking. The king of the nation no one talks about. Let's see what this is. Baron Sinclair, thank you so much for your cooperation with our department in this investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status. So it means all the more that you are not only tolerant, but also willing to aid our efforts in getting this business done as quickly as possible. We are returning with this letter the book you lent us, though I must confess it was not as much help as I'd hoped. I'd heard your library of rare and restricted books was quite extensive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition and uncensored copy of the history of Arindia could be found, it could be within your own collection. But perhaps I was misinformed. Still, a part of me thinks that you may have given me the censored copy as a jest, a taste, if you will, for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. If that's the case, then I say, well done, fair play. And perhaps on my next visit, we'll have a laugh about this after you've given me the actual manuscript. History of Arindia. Censored book. Detective Bon Margle of the Red Guard. So House Fen were the people that took over, that cast out House Desolate. I'm assuming that that's what happened, is that the Middle Kingdom has the emblem of House Fen, and they're associated with red. And the whole idea of the Red Prince was seen as Marion. Under her pseudonym was Marion. Her name was Mary. She's our mom. Our mom wrote a book which was seen as critical of the government, and then she was disappeared. But probably she was saved by our great uncle. How do I get back to this? Ah, there we go. Desolate was renowned as the king of something. No one knew when he made the decision to move something. Castle and court behind. The people were overjoyed by this choice. There were those who viewed the king's conduct as unbecoming. These voices planted the seed which took root in the grand city of Fen. Okay, so this isn't what... We know what happened was that he was thrown out. And now apparently the city's called Fen. After the passing of King Desolate, the Fourth Era came to an abrupt end. The king died. Who knows? On the very next day, the 6th of October, Prince Learson of Fen declared himself the true monarch. This declaration was bolstered by a number of supporters due to the fact that Desolates the Fourth shared little of his virtues. As the prospect of civil war seemed inevitable, the realm's regiments were hastily recalled from the frontier to stamp out and put an end to the Fensurrection. Instead of restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The gardens of Fen, once a center of splendor, were transformed into a battlefield, as the cries of the innocent were echoed through the city's streets stained in red. The brutality of the pacification of Fen did not go unnoticed by neighbors. Notice how none of this was censored. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward to lend support. Among them was the general of the Northern Regiment, who, sickened by the barbaric actions of the other battalions, joined forces with Prince Learson to form a formidable army. So the army betrayed the king, or at least one of his generals did. Together they leveraged their political influence and favors to persuade the nearby realms of Arch-Ares and Nuance. What's nuance? Other realm? Nuance? However, even with the tide turning in their favor, victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 years, and saw buried 1 in every 3 men. Prince Learson himself was a casualty. Even in death he won. Oris had fallen, and with it, the realm. The Black Flags had flown for 5 eras. Okay, Black Flags. So, Black Flag. Were burned. In their place, red banners were hoisted in honor of the fallen of Fen. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear of their lives to the south, to Araja. Today, the realms inherited by the 3, Fen Arez, Arch Ares, and Araja. Fen Ares, Arch Ares, and Araja once again stand united as allies. Although the distance between our peoples has grown, our connection to this land remains as strong as ever. Fen Ares. The spruce and birch that span our realm serve as a constant reminder we all share a common past. For this is, despite everything else, a land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, a land that sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land of our fathers, of our mothers, and of our children. Now, this is a heavily censored book, and this is a censored book of propaganda that's very clearly in favor of House Fen. So, I'm not sure. It's interesting. It seems like it's favorable to House Fen, but maybe they wanted things to be forgotten. I'm not going to write these down. I'm just going to see how they fit in with the rest of the dates. So Marigold went missing in February of 86, and that's when Bon Margol started looking for her. She checked this out in January of 84, which was before Swimbird. Oh, that's what Caleb is. Caleb. He's the one who wrote this book. And he was arrested because he was part of an insurgent group. Our name's in red, by the way. Are we the Red Prince? Or are we the Blue Prince destined to overthrow House Fen? Are we the heir? The Fen Ares Central Board of Education, it's been edited to conform to our department standards, including the omission of sections deemed inaccurate or unsuitable. This was written in 1979. So even a book of propaganda that was, yeah, interesting. Okay. Let's continue. A bookshop. I mean, how can we not do that after this? Reddington Herald, a new clue, sold out in hours. By Marion Marigold. It should come as no surprise that the latest book from local author Marion Marigold is breaking literary records and making headlines, even in absentia. The release of her new book, A New Clue, comes only 14 months after the distressful report of the author's disappearance. Her current publisher has issued a statement debunking the conspiracy theories surrounding the book's recent announcement, stating, "The writing of the book was completed and well into the editing stages many months before the disappearance." In addition, the publisher has revealed that all of the proceeds from the first edition sales of A New Clue will be going to Lasting Hope, a non-profit organization that aims to provide resources and intel in the investigations of missing persons. Still, the timing and conveniently mysterious title of Marigold's third book has left many cynics denouncing the book and her disappearance as a cheap publicity stunt. Detective Bon Margol, who many theorize may have been the inspiration for a new clue, was quoted only saying that the book was unintentionally accurate. Regardless of their opinions, fans, pundits, and cynics alike were standing together elbow to elbow in bookshop queues this morning, eager to get their hands on what may very likely be the last words ever published by the missing author. Tell me you have a copy. Well, first of all, we have a new chess piece. So the bookshop has a black bishop. They're expensive, but we actually have money. Books purchased will be permanently added to the library and available to check out on your next... How could... I really want a new clue, but I think I have to take the history of Arindia. I have to take that. The first edition. The uncensored one. No, I'm going to regret it. We'll get money again in the future. In fact, we still have money here. You might be able to... I don't know if we're going to be able to accumulate another 50, but... So... Next time we get the library, we'll draft that. Or we'll take that. Here's the pump room. I don't really want to move the water. That's the issue. If I had a bunch of steps, we could drain the pool and get money from there and go back to the vault and get the rest of the money there. I'm not going to mess with it. Not yet. Let's take the pantry. I only have 23 steps. We can't go back and forth through the mansion a bunch. We have to push. Here's the garage. The terrace, or the West Wing Hall. So if we take this, we'd have keys, and then we could potentially go back down and try to get more information from the reservoir. I think I can still get out of the house. I'm going to take the garage. They're taunting me with these spots all over the place. Wish I had a shovel. So that would get us back to the front pretty quick. That would save some coin. Or not coin, save some steps. But I think I want to push through the gymnasium first. I should have bought another book. What was it? Oh well. Never mind. Ballroom. Haven't seen that. But I can't get it. Sad. Billiard room and give me some more keys. First of all, anything over here? No. $19. 5 and 2 is 7, minus 2 is 5. Oh, no, I'm wrong. That's times. 19. 5 times 5 and 2 is 7. Times 2 is 14. 1 and 2 is 3. times 2 is 6, times 3 is 18. 16 divided by 1 is 16, divided by 4 is 4, divided by 2 is 2. That's an interesting looking key. Secret garden key? Yeah. They're taunting me with all these keys. With all this green spaces. The key does not fit. Ah, we probably can't place it in the middle of the house. It has to be on the side. They're all kind of tempting. I don't want to mess with our reservoir at the moment. I'll figure it out later. Yeah, I'll figure that out later. Do I want just free steps or potential to buy steps and continue to other rooms? We do still have this hallway here. Let's just take some free steps. So now we could go that way and get out, or we're going to go this way to the hallway first. We have this courtyard and the hallway pointing at the same room. Commissary? Or sauna? Commissary would let me keep going. I think we have to take that. Maybe they'll let me buy a shovel. The magnifying glass. What are the running shoes? I'm not familiar with them. I bet the magnifying glass, okay, so if we were to use the magnifying glass in the library, I bet that wouldn't tell us anything. I think we need to get the first edition to actually see what's below the uncensored area. We only have one bedroom drafted, so there's no reason to get the mask. We haven't seen a trunk, which is a shame because that's what our experiment is. The only thing I can think of that might help would be magnifying glass, but I don't think if we find something else, I don't think I want it. I'm assuming running shoes has to do with reduced step costs, like in hallways or something. Let's not take it. I don't want to take it. Dining room, have to take it if we want to keep going, and it will give us some food too. Sorry. Sorry, I had a thing. Actually, I need to deal with that. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. That was a bit of a mess. Don't take this yet. Like, there's still a chance that we could find what's it called? a trunk. And then we get our, we restore back up to 40. Let's see what this room is. The veranda. We can't take it. We don't have enough green. East hallway? Oh, we can't put the garden key. No, we can't. Never mind. Use a regular key then. Do I want to put this just in the hopes of getting a shovel? I think our shovel days are past. I think that we would have to spend so many steps to get the shovel by now. Take advantage of the shovel. Which means we're going to leave like 20 dig spots. I'm going to take the sauna. Open up things a little better for tomorrow. Even got a free gem from it. Passage? Otherwise we're stopped. I don't have any more gems, so we're finally get that pump room. But I won't bother going in because I want to leave the reservoir by it the way it is now. And we haven't opened up the... I can't even go... Oh, I can? No, I can't. I keep on thinking I can because it clicks. But until it actually goes in, it doesn't help. So we have another locked room here that we can't do anything about. And we have no keys, so there's no real point in leaving. To go down to the reservoir. Is this anything? Maybe it is when power's flowing. So what am I doing? Do I have a goal right now? I can't draft anything else. Like all our rooms have been drafted. If we could throw money into a book. By going out and going to the vault and then coming back. I don't think we're going to get up to 40 though. How much steps do I have? 34? We could try to lower the pool. And then put it back up. Let's do that. I have no idea if this is a good idea. We're going to try to reset it after we do it. Oh, a trunk. Okay. But I don't have anything, any way to... I don't have any keys. I could buy a, I could buy a hammer at the commissary. I think I will. Yeah, I think that's the plan. All right, but either way, I'm gonna drop down the pool. So we're gonna empty the pool into the reservoir. So put things back into the reservoir right now. Am I not doing it right? Is it this one? Yeah. Pool's this one back here, right? 6? Yeah. So we want to pull out of the pool. Am I wrong? We want to push into the pool? I always have those backwards. Alright, and now we can flip this and pull that into the reservoir. And just repeat that. It's a pool. Reservoir. Cool. All right, pool's empty now. Let's go back to the pool, and we'll stop by the commissary and get a sledgehammer. Let me double check. Yeah, next 3 times you open a locked trunk. Good. So, sledgehammer. Open, in quotes. Then through the foundation to the pool. Can I craft with this? Like I can get our power hammer. Well, that might ruin its ability to. That might wreck its ability to open up trunks. I wouldn't think so, but it might. I don't think I need a power hammer. I think we just leave it alone. And it does have coins. Good. Not very many, though. Didn't even pay for the cost of the hammer. Debating whether to go to the chapel. I think it's probably better not to. Yeah. Yeah, we're not going to. It's such a shame we didn't find a shovel. I mean, really. Back to the pump room. Because there's so many dig spots. We would have been able to buy both of the expensive books. Through here? So many. Alright, first of all, fix our problems. We need to put things back into the pool. This game. Hopefully you're enjoying this as much as I do. I never know. I've had a few good comments, but these type of games that are, you know, you have to kind of be there to, I don't know. Like, I imagine there are far more people looking up, like, guides for how to do certain things in this game than watching someone play through it themselves. And I understand that. I understand the appeal. We could drain the fountain. But I think it needed a key, so I don't want to bother. There, reservoir is drained again. I still have room for another 3. Do you want to pull anything else out? I don't think so. Steps are 40 now. Drafting changes. I can't even do anything with these dice. Alright, so we go out. I didn't get a key, unfortunately, so I can't see that yet. I think we go that way. Through the garage. I immediately turned the wrong way. Clearly, I'm planning this out carefully. There was nothing else I wanted here, right? No. Do the library, right? Yeah. I'll be back for this. I want to buy something here, but I want to get all the money I can first. So, yeah. I think this is the big tree I saw before. Maybe. I don't know. I was saying, is that special? Doesn't seem special. This isn't interactable, right? This is just a closed gate. Yeah. But I bet the thing we got last time was we put dirt here in this area. It reminds me, there's still a room indoors that we haven't been able to figure out. There's like a cloister, and there's like a statue in the middle of the room. We don't know how to get there. How to get inside it. And we should check something. Now I wish I got in that coin purse earlier. Check the secret garden key. It's a rare thing. We were there once. I don't think there was anything else to do there, but we'll want to look at it again. Okay, then the vault. Not quite 50. Too bad. If we had a shovel, we'd be over 50 again. All right. So we can't get the new clue, even though that's that's our mom's third book, and sounds like it's pretty important. We could get the Curse of Black Bridge. Probably important. How often do you get 40 coins together? Might as well. But next time we're definitely checking out the history, not the curse. And, are we done? I think we're done. We have a room that's not drafted, but we don't have the key to get into it. And then if I had keys, I would want to go downstairs and, I can't even do that either because I don't have any keys. Yeah, real lack of keys this time. Although to be fair, we ended up with just, a ton of potential keys. We just weren't able to get to them in each of these green rooms. Let's call it a day. Unfortunate. Garden Manor, yeah. 4 green rooms. Three new rooms. The root cellar, the bookshop, and what? The vault. Lots of new lore. I think that's it for now, though. I'm not going to start a new one. We're already past the 2.5 hour mark. Oh, what a good game this is. How long have I been... How many hours do I have in this? It doesn't say. No one says this session. A long time. I feel like I've been playing this for a good, I don't know, 20 hours now. And enjoying every minute. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. Until next time.